Hi there, it's me, Barbara again, and in this week's video I'm going to show you, well, I'm going to demonstrate how to solder a jump ring on this chain for this bangle, which usually what you would do is normally do a cold connection, just bend it together and then that's it. But I want it to be more sturdy. I really want it to be able to stand some good old wear and tear, because the owner of the bangle is a big guy and he's a little bit rough on the jewelry, and he needs it to be very, very sturdy. And I get that. I want to make sure that this stays on him and it doesn't break. And so this is what I'm doing. And so I'm going extreme here. I already did this side already. I already soldered it and I wrapped it. And I thought, gee, maybe somebody out there is struggling and might need a little bit of help in doing this. So whatever you're working on, because it always, probably the best thing to do normally probably is to take it to a welder, just a laser weld it. But I don't have a laser welder, and I don't know there's one in my neighborhood. So I'm going to do it the good old-fashioned way. Sorry about that. And I'm going to solder it the old-fashioned way and make sure that it stays on. Okay, so now when you attach the chain to the, whatever you're attaching it to, you must make sure that hold on, you must make sure that your join is really, really perfect, okay, as much as it can be. You want to make sure that your solder flows. If your joint is not good and there's some kind of space where you can see through, it's not going to join. And even sometimes when the joint is terrific, wonderful, something's temperamental. The solder's temperamental, or maybe the metal wasn't clean, and you will not get a good join. And you can try and it doesn't work. So make sure you're working with clean metal. Your solder's clean. The join is as good as it can be. Even though I sawed it, this particular jump ring, I had to saw it a couple of times more to make sure that it was perfect. And it was probably my fault. My saw blade was dull, and I didn't want to change it out. I just wanted to make sure that I finished it, and then I would finish sawing, and then I would change it out. But it didn't work out. So I did suck it up and I put in a new saw blade, and it worked out well. So without further ado, I will attempt to show you how I do this. Okay, so here I have a bowl of water with a rag, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap my bangle up to protect it, to make sure that nothing, the water will prevent it from getting hot and burning. So pardon me if I'm fiddling around over here. I think I closed my joint really well, but we'll see. Well, stuff always happens. So I had it in a great position before. What did I do? Put this up here. Yeah. Okay. All right. I want to make make sure that nothing's in the way to get in the way. Make sure this is nice and wrapped up wet. And I'm going to use my tweezer here to try to get it back into position. Everything I do is fiddly. Everything. Okay, I think that's good enough. I don't know if you can see it. Let me pull in. Okay, as you can see, the seam is right there. Okay, so I'm going to solder it. Okay, I'm going to flux it. I have a piece of solder here already, but maybe I'll cut another piece just to be safe, because sometimes no matter what you do, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Things just fly away or whatever. That's the most annoying part about soldering. Like, I can't stand it. It's just when it gets hot and then it just flies all over the place. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna light my torch. Cool. All right. Here we go. I have to be very careful. I use a small flame because I don't want to burn anything. Now there's a lot of metal over here, so it's going to take a while to get hot. I get that. Get my solder and put it in there. Oh, come on. Oh, well. See, shit happens. Sorry. Stuff happens. Okay. I'll turn my flame a little higher. Come on, baby. And here you have it. Ta-da! Did it. Unbelievable. Wonderful. Great. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, so now I'm going to let it cool down, and then, you know, it's done. And I'm not going to touch it, but this is still wet, and that means that my inlay is still safe. So yeah, it just takes a little bit of practice, and you'll be able to do it. It was a little difficult because I'm filming also, but this is a really easy way to solder something that's very delicate. It's just a new skill set. Other people will probably say, you know, you should use something else or whatever, but this is the way I'm doing it. And if you have a stone that's in a ring or something like that, I probably would advise you to take the stone out, okay? unless it's, you know, like say a diamond. You know, diamonds are really, and corundum, you know, rubies and sapphires, they can take the heat. They can take the heat. But a turquoise, no. Soft stones, you know, they're not gonna last. They're gonna get burned. I even did jade once, and it took a lot. It took a lot before it charred. But then that was when I first started, and I didn't know what I was doing. But I had a similar situation. But anyway, I'm gonna cool this guy down. All right, let's put this guy, dump it in there to cool it down, and see. Oh, that's so hot. That's so hot. Ouch. Okay, be careful. All right, so, oh, sorry, let me pull out. Okay, so I did it. I did it. And, it worked out. So I'm very happy. And, yeah, so I'll just pickle this part. And that's it. All right, thank you. I hope it was helpful. Okay, like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, thank you. Bye.